and welcome back to Hook, Yarn, and Slip Stitch. Today we're going to learn how to make a single crochet. As you watch this video, you will see abbreviations on the bottom, and that will be to teach you to read crochet patterns and become more familiar with what the abbreviations are as you learn to crochet. So I've got a size I crochet hook and a ball of worsted weight yarn. So let's get started. First, I'm going to chain 10. And this could be whatever on your pattern says, however many it says to start with your chain. Now, to make sure you have your count, you can count them. You see how they create a nice little V? So you got your piece here and here, and it comes to a nice little V. You can count them this way. Alright, so your pattern will say skip first stitch if you're just going back and forth in single crochets. Your first stitch will be the one the loop is coming out of, so it's this one right here. So you skip that stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. So we skip this one and we go to the next stitch and put our hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through one, so I now have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through both hooks, or both loops on my hook. Leaves me with 1 hook again. Alright, so we're going to single crochet again in the next stitch. Just stick our hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So I have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. So I have me 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and they'll look like this on the top, just like your chain looked. So let's go ahead and finish continuing to the end. I will do it slow so that you can watch, and then I'll show you how to start a new row with your single crochets. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. Notice how I'm keeping my working yarn tight, and I'm keeping my fingers pretty close to where I'm working at to keep the yarn steady and keep it from moving all over the place. You will find the best way to hold the yarn for yourself. There's no wrong or right way to do that. The way I'm doing it is just easiest for me. Now I have 9 single crochets. Now you say, well, we chained 10. Yes, you did chain 10, but you will end up with only 9 single crochets. You can count them. They look just like your chains did on the top. The reason why is because you skipped that first chain, that first stitch that your loop was coming out of, so it gave you 9 stitches. Now if you want to go back and do another row of single crochets, you have to yarn over and pull through 1. That's chain 1. And then you turn your work. You just flip it over. Put the long piece of work towards your left hand if you're right-handed and you're doing this. And then you've got your stitches here. Now to go through your stitch for single crochet, you go through both loops. You stick your hook right here and you go through both loops that are on the hook. Yarn over and pull it through just like we did at the bottom, and it gives us two loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Again, sorry, I'm trying to get this in focus for you guys. Stick it through that chain, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull it through 2. You see where that loop is, that gap between the 2 stitches? You can see the 2 stitches. That's where you're going for, is that gap between the 2 stitches. You'll insert the hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And you just keep going across until you get all the way across, and you will have 9 single crochets again. So just keep practicing. You have a new stitch now. Remember to chain 1 and turn at the end of each row, and you can make you a little swatch up of single crochets doing practice. And there's what a single crochet looks like. Thank you for joining us here on Hook, Yarn, and Slip Stitch.